Welcome back to Ingezo Education. Zonke izizwe jikelele yonke indawo. So in this video we'll be focusing on what? In this video we'll be focusing on question number 4 of what? Eastern Cape, September 2022. Thank you very much. So the first question there, it says just complete the identity there, which is 4.1. We are given what? 1 plus cot squared theta. It says you must complete that identity, and we don't have to think deep because this is given in our exam there. 1 plus what? 1 plus cot squared theta is equal to what? Cosecant squared theta. You just take that mark as it is. Cosecant squared theta. Then we move now to 4 point how much? 4.2. 4.2, there is a question for 4.2. We're given what? Cos of 180 degrees plus theta multiplied by tan of how much? Tan of 360 degrees minus theta multiplied by cosecant by cos squared of what? 360 degrees minus theta, all divided by how much? By sine of how much? 180 degrees minus theta. And let's not forget that we have what? The plus cos squared theta there. The plus cos squared theta there. Thank you very much. So we know from our reduction formula, cos of 180 plus, it will be what? Minus cos of theta multiplied tan of 360 minus is negative tan of theta multiplied by how much? By cos of what? Cos squared of theta. Cos of 360 minus is positive there. No matter it was negative, it was going to come out as what? Positive because of the squared there. Which is cos squared what? Cos squared theta divided by how much? By sine of 180 minus is the home of sine, which is sine of how much? Sine of theta. Nice. Thank you very much. So we are going to have what? Negative multiplied by negative is positive, which is we're going to have what? Cos of theta multiplied by how much? By sine of theta divided by cos of theta multiplied by how much? By cos squared theta there. Divided by how much? By sine of theta plus cos squared theta. So this one and this one will divide each other. Then we'll be left with how much? With sine of theta multiplied by cos squared theta divided by sine of theta plus cos squared theta. Nice. This sine of theta and this sine of theta will divide each other. Cos squared theta plus cos squared theta. We are going to have what? 2 cos squared theta. Thank you very much. That was our 4.2, 7 marks. Mahala marks. Thank you very much. 4.2. Zonke izizwe jikelele yonke indawo. Nice. 4.3 now, it says you must prove that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So let's write the question, which is 4.3, which is given sec of theta plus how much? Cosecant of theta divided by how much? By sine of theta plus how much? Plus cos of theta is equal to how much? Tan of theta plus how much? Cot of theta, which is this side. You're going to have how much? We're going to have 1 divided by cos of theta plus how much? 1 divided by sine of theta divided by how much? By sine of theta plus cos of theta. We took what? The left hand side, which is this side. Now we are going to have how much? Lowest common denominator, which is what? Cos of theta multiplied by sine of theta. So this side now, cos and cos will divide each other, will be left with what? With sine of theta. Sine and sine will divide each other, will be left with what? Cos of theta divided by how much? Divided by sine of theta plus what? Plus cos of theta there. So this side will be having what? Sine of theta plus cos of theta divided by cos theta multiplied by sine theta multiplied by what? This is divided by 1. Divided by 1, we're going to have 1 divided by how much? By sine of theta is 1 divided by sine of theta plus what? Plus cos of theta. Nice. So this one now in this order, this one in this one will divide each other, then we'll be left with how much? 1 divided by cos of theta and sine of theta. Nice. So in this order now, that simply means we need to go again and solve for what? And solve for tan of theta plus cot of theta there. Nice. So in that order, we can just solve for it this side. So this one we need to solve for the left hand side and the right hand side, which is, remember that this one is sine of theta divided by cos of theta plus how much? Plus this one is what? Cos of theta divided by sine of theta. Nice. We're going to have a lowest common denominator of what? Of cos of theta multiplied by sine of theta. Then what do? We divide by this. Our lowest common denominator here will be left with what? Cos and cos will divide each other. Then sine multiplied by sine, it will be how much? Sine squared theta plus how much? Sine and sine will divide each other, will be left with cos multiplied by cos. It is cos squared theta now, which is, you're still going to have how much? Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is what? 1 divided by how much? By cos of theta multiplied by sine of theta there, which is, therefore, you see now, therefore the left hand side is equals to the right hand side. Thank you very much. Mahala Max. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like video. Zonke zizo chigelele yokinda. Thank you. Yes, this one we are proving what? The left hand side and the right hand side. Thank you very much. Zonke zizo chigelele yokinda.